Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of this week's newsletter with myself, Laurence. Again, really the sort of start of some autumn and winter programs for a lot of clients. And this client in particular was just struggling a little bit with driver, and quite a common fault is the feeling of sort of coming over the top, sort of smothering the golf ball, or inevitably leaving the club face quite open. And seeing one sort of fly off to the right-hand side for a right-handed golfer. So the image on the left-hand side was the original. So what we saw was a fairly decent turn that was sort of slightly limited when the wrist started to fold. So it got quite narrow at the top of the backswing with the club very slightly across the line. But what happens here is when the elbow gets into this type of position, if I just do that a little bit better, there we go. If we get the elbow into this type of position, the first thing you're going to want to do is sort of chuck that club back towards the golf ball, so inevitably the club shaft gets quite steep. Okay, being steep on the way down from wood isn't ideal because you're looking to ultimately shallow it to feel like you're going to hit a little bit on the up and almost feel a bit more like a rounded arc to the bottom end of your swing. So what we tried to create on the right hand side was, well, let's create a routine where the club starts a little bit higher. So when we go around the body, you can see here that the club shaft is definitely less across the line. The arm structure is folding a little bit better. And then on the way down, just trying to feel like you're coming more underneath the starting point. So if I draw a circle where the club head was originally, which was here. There you go. We're trying to get the club to go under that circle on the way through. Okay, now what that does, it creates a bit more of a roundness to the bottom end of the swing. It creates a flatter shaft angle. Now, what this doesn't guarantee, like everything, it doesn't guarantee over the golf ball you're going to create that same feel, because now we're having to go to the ground, having to address that ball. But what you will see is some little changes starting to evolve at the top of the backswing. So club is still a little bit across the line. The turn is a lot deeper, so I'm seeing a little bit better leg movement in the image on the right-hand side. But what you see is a transitional change where the shaft is still, for me, a little bit steep. Oops, let's just do a line for that one. It's still a little bit steep, but it is less steep than this one. You can see it's a lot more vertical. So, work in progress still. Ball flight left in a much better place than the one that felt a bit choppy and across out the toe and leaving the club face open. So again, guys, seeing some really good changes here. Again, changes don't happen overnight, they're over a continual course. So if you want to get on a structured program, please contact myself, Laurence, and we'll make your golf great for 2025. Thanks.